Hi, you guys. Hope everybody had a great week. Happy Friday. I just wanted to hop on here and share with you guys some tips that I have been implementing since I came back from my amazing time in Portugal. Um, During that time, we practiced yoga every morning for an hour and a half. And during that time, um, I created some habits, some disciplines, um, and definitely my morning practice was one of them. Prior to that, I wasn't getting on the mat as often as I needed to. So when I came home, I was determined to make sure that that was a part of my daily practice, and it has been since I came back. The other thing that happened was I got on a great sleep schedule. Um, I went from having a crazy sleep schedule before I left and, falling asleep and then waking up and I'm up 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning and just not getting consistent sleep. And I know that that is a huge factor in hormones and weight gain and all that kind of a thing. So um, while I was away, our day started at 6 by getting up and in class by 7, and then things finished up usually about 8:30 in the evening, and I was glad to get into bed by 10 p.m. every night because it was a full day and I was exhausted. But what I found was that I was sleeping so much better, so much deeper, and waking up feeling rested. And I really liked how that felt. Felt really good for my body and my mind. So again, it was one of those things that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take this back with me and I'm gonna stick with it. And I never thought that I would make that change because I have been a confirmed night owl for 53 years. so so I never really thought that I would change my mind about that. I always admired people who were up at 5 a.m. and got so much done. And there's certainly been times in my life when I've had to get up that early, and yes, I have felt like so productive, and boy, I got so much done before noon and everything. But I don't know. I just kept telling myself, "Oh, you're a night owl. You're a night owl," and I guess I was, but you know, it's all in your mindset, and so I changed my mindset, and it helped me change my behavior. Another thing that I decided to get back into was drinking my 64-ounce bottle of water. I think it's a gallon of water. Uh, Now, that is hard to do every day, but if I do it at least 3 times a week, I feel successful. So, um, again, when you get up early and you start that early drinking first thing in the morning, it doesn't feel so impossible. So, I've noticed a big difference in my skin, my hair, my nails, um, and um, my belly. That stubborn belly fat that doesn't ever seem to want to go away. So um, I don't really get on scales. It is what it is with that. But I do go by how my clothes fit. And today I have on a pair of jeans that, let's just say, I haven't worn them in a little bit of time, maybe like 2 years, because uh, they were just not trying to come up over my hips. And so today I have these jeans on and they fit great. They're not too tight. They fit perfect. Actually have a little wiggle room, and my belt loop went to the third loop versus the second loop. So I was like, oh, okay. This water thing really is making a difference. Um, we just aren't hydrated enough, especially during the winter months. A lot of times people drink because they feel thirsty. They feel like, oh, I'm thirsty, let me get something to drink. But if you're at the point where you feel thirsty, then you're super dehydrated. So, um, it's important to drink plenty of water. Um, Another thing that I started back with was taking vitamin D3. My bestie, actually, I was complaining about my bones hurting and feeling, you know, really sore and everything. And she said her doctor was like, you need to take D3. And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot I used to take D3. And for years, myself and my children had vitamin D deficiency. So yeah, I was like, duh. you know, you probably need to be back on your D3. So I went out and got some. And I have to tell you, within 2 days, I started feeling better. Like all the aches and pains and in my bones started to subside. So I've been back taking that, I guess, about 2 weeks now, and I feel so much better. And vitamin D also, yes, we get that from the sun and everything, and it's important to get that. But if you're melanated, the chances are that you're not getting as much as you need. So that's something you should probably get a blood test done and just check your levels. Because if you're low in D, you can have sore, achy joints, and you can also have depression can actually affect you. So that's why most of us are like happier and feeling good in the summertime because yeah, we're getting so much more sunshine. So it's gonna make us feel better. But um, they say if you can get outside in the sun when the sun is at its highest, like 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, for about 20 minutes, that's as much time as you need to be in the sun to absorb some vitamin D. But if you're not able to do that, then you can always, take a supplement as well. Um, Another thing that I've been doing is trying juicing. My coworker has been on this juice fast, and she's been making great progress with that. And her skin looks amazing and all of that. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not committed to doing it all day every day, but I'll give it a try. So um, and I didn't go out and buy any fancy juicer. I just used my NutriBullet and a bag that's similar to like a cheesecloth bag, and to strain, the excess pulp. And but I've been having fun with that, making juices with lemon and ginger and oranges and carrot juice and cucumber juice and apples and just fresh fruits and vegetables. And not making a whole lot because I have to be mindful of the sugar intake. But I don't think anything is wrong with maybe like 8 or 10 ounces, of fresh fruit juice. I think that, at that level, the cells are able to absorb the nutrients. So I've been doing that to, you know, make sure that my immune system stays strong during these flu and COVID streets. And every Sunday, I make my immunity drink, which is lemons and oranges and pineapple peel, ginger, turmeric, a little black pepper. Um, Sometimes I add a little apple cider vinegar after I've made it. The lemon juice, put that back in after I juice the lemons. And I drink that also every day. And so far, you know, um, I can't tell you the last time I've had a cold. So, hopefully now I won't jinx myself to get a cold. But yeah, so those are a couple things I've been doing. Oh, and the last thing, that's the most important thing. So I got an Amazon Fit watch, and it counts my steps. And so, the daily recommended amount of steps is like 10,000 a day. And so my doctor was like, you know, do 6. That's doable. So, okay. So I had it set for 6,000 steps a day. And I've been like pushing myself to get that done. And it's not hard because at work, my office is in the basement. I take the stairs everywhere. We have 8 sets of stairs, 8 floors. So, I try to get my steps in. And so I decided I'm going to up it, to 8,000, to start gradually, taking it higher so that I'm burning more calories throughout the day. And because I sit at a desk, sometimes, the watch will notify you like you've been sitting too long, which is really great. And so I play music in my office. And so basically, I just rock out to, WDAS or, different station, mostly DAS though. And when something upbeat comes on, I just hop up and I start dancing around my office. I start walking, to a song or whatever. And I'm getting my steps in and I'm burning calories. And my boss actually started me doing that when she was on this fitness challenge a couple years ago, and she had her Fitbit and she would jump up and start marching because she was so competitive. And she was so competitive, so she was like, "Oh, I can't let so and so beat me." So when she would jump up, I would jump up and start, marching in place or moving too. But it's just a good way to um, move your body, burn calories. Sitting all day at a desk is like a death sentence for our hearts, and so these are just little tips, little tricks that I use to stay active and get through these winter months because the winter is hard for me. I don't really like it. If I could live somewhere by a beach, I would be so happy. But unfortunately, I can't do that right now. So it is what it is. So I have to make the best of things. So these are my little tips. And if you've gotten this far in the video, bless you. Much love to you for watching. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Okay, bye.